Hi, my name is Russell Vinik, and I'm the Medical Director at GBS Benefits. And today I'd like to share with you some information about sleep. So let's talk a little bit about the science of sleep. And the most important thing, if you take away from today, is sleep is 100% necessary. No animal in the history of animals on this earth has learned how to live without sleep. If we don't sleep, we will die. If you think evolutionarily, how much stronger an animal would be if somehow they were able to not need sleep. The risk they put themselves out in the wild by sleeping is significant, but they do it because they have to. And we are the same. We need sleep. So there's a lot we don't understand about sleep, but we do know that we absolutely need it. So a few items. We know that sleep lowers blood pressure. It helps regulate blood sugar, decreases stress, improves brain function and your immune system, and helps restore muscles, tissues, and cells. So how much sleep should I get? The general recommendations are 7 to 9 hours of sleep, ideally 8 to 9 hours, but this is quite variable, and recognize that it's not just the amount of sleep, but it's the quality of sleep. The best way to know is, first of all, go on a sleep vacation. First, you got to catch up to all of that sleep that you may have missed out on for the past week or more. And then, how much sleep does it take so that when you wake up in the morning, you feel good and you're able to feel good and not tired for the rest of the day? That's how much sleep you need. What are some of the risks of not getting sleep? Well, we all know that lack of sleep makes us anxious, agitated, can lead to depression and anxiety, with decreased memory, decreased concentration, and cognitive function. Lack of sleep leads to increased inflammation, increased blood pressure, subsequent higher incidence of type 2 diabetes, heart disease, cancer, dementia. Certainly also lack of sleep will weaken your immune system and may even lead to some food cravings down the road and weight gain. So I want to go over 5 tips for improving sleep. Number 1, be consistent. Come up with a time of day that works for you and try your best to go to bed and wake up about the same time of day. When you wake up, expose yourself to natural light. Number 2, create a cozy environment. So get it dark if you can, with curtains or an eye mask if necessary, and quiet and using earplugs if you need to. Get it at a comfortable temperature, whether it's with a fan or adjusting your thermostat. And finally, make sure you've got comfortable pillows, comfortable bed, and sheets. Number 3, and this is the hardest, is avoid screens. Blue light will suppress your natural release of melatonin. So avoiding blue light at least 30 minutes prior to bedtime will help. And then set boundaries on your screen time. Adjust your do not disturb or sleep mode on your phone so that you're not woken up by dings or messages. And if you can, keep your electronics out of your bedroom. Number 4, come up with some kind of wind down routine, whether it's drinking some non-caffeinated tea at night, deep breathing, yoga, warm bath, stretching, writing a journal or a to-do list. And what studies have actually shown is if you write that to-do list before bedtime, you're more likely to remember it the next day. And number 5 is think about your nutrition. Caffeine has about a 5-hour half-life. So that means if you drink a cup of coffee or a caffeinated beverage at 3 p.m., about half of that is still in your system at 8 p.m., 5 hours later. So if you are going to drink caffeine, the earlier in the day, the better. Try to cut it off somewhere around noon so that most of it is out of your system by bedtime. Alcohol will not improve your sleep. It will worsen sleep. So limiting alcohol And then finally, big meals can be harder to digest. So try to eat little before bedtime. Try to make that last meal of the day earlier, particularly if you're having difficulty sleeping. And a couple more suggestions. Exercise will help you to sleep well. Doesn't have to be a ton of exercise. 30 minutes, 5 days a week will certainly help not just your sleep, but your brain function, as well as your cardiovascular risk as well. And then finally, power napping. No more than 20 minutes will help you to sleep, but will also help you to be more alert during the daytime and better able to perform the tasks of a day. So that's all I have, a very brief discussion about sleep. I hope this was helpful. Really appreciate you joining, and we will see you in about a month.